What's up?
Damn.
How are you?
Oh, dang.
Man, you guys were quick. I think I've only been on here for like 37 seconds. Yeah, somebody just put in there punctual. You guys are punctual.
Oh, we had it. I was on the schedule for this.
That's right,
so
man.
I had it ready to go.
No, that's so cool. These things are fun. Have you guys been doing a lot of them?
Yeah. Yes, we have.
What do you think?
It's fun. I'd rather play shows. But I
Yeah.
guess it works. Like, it's a cool way to stay connected with people, I suppose.
Yeah. I was thinking about this. I'm a lot older than you guys are, but it's like, when I was growing up, if I could have watched my favorite rock stars do this from like just laying on the couch or something, that would have been like the coolest thing ever.
Right.
True.
I had to wonder what was going on behind the scenes, and you guys get to show everybody. So,
Well, you know what? I feel like that's what we do anyway, just because of social media. Even before this was happening, like, everybody's lives are on display constantly.
yeah, no doubt.
So, and I kind of like that. I don't mind that at all.
Yeah. Well, Josh, I know that you're kind of big into the Twitter. You really kind of you like that then, like you were just saying.
Yeah, I need to stop.
Yeah.
I need to stop. I'm out of control.
Joey, what do you think?
But I do.
What's that?
What do you think? Should he stop or should he keep going?
I think he needs to stop. He's out of control.
I think he posted that video of you yesterday. Did you guys hang some guitars at your place or something?
We did. They're right over there.
We're halfway done.
I would move the phone to show you what we've done, but I just got it all perfectly set up, and it's resting on its charger, so I don't want to move it.
Yeah, no problem. No, so where are you guys? You guys on the West Coast?
Yes, we are. We're in. Well, yes.
Like that. I just took a picture of it.
That is cool, man.
Well, Joey counted. We have 26 guitars in this house right now.
Those are the ones that I could see with the eye, visibly.
They've just been scattered around this house, and we're living like crazy children, and so we decided to finally put them on the wall.
So you guys got all the guitars. Are you using them?
Oh yeah.
We use like 3 of them. Don't even. You do not.
I use them.
Nope.
Do you have guitars like what's his name, Nigel? Don't even touch that one. Don't even look at that. Stop talking about that one.
No, they're all just the tools.
Yeah, and we don't really have. I mean, we have like a couple nice guitars, but for the most part, they're like throw around guitars.
Yeah,
they're stage guitars.
I guess what I was trying to get at, if you guys are using them, are you guys like working on any new music? You guys jamming around? What are you guys doing?
Yeah, that's all we're doing.
That's it. Yeah.
That's what we were doing before this quarantine stuff happened, and so really nothing's changed for us. We're just still writing, recording, working on the next record.
Yeah. Has it changed, I don't know, your inspiration? Has anything, has just being, kind of locked down changed anything as far as the writing is concerned? Or were you guys kind of heading in the same direction already?
When it comes to recording, whenever we get in that mode, it's really nothing's changed at all.
Yeah.
This is about the same way we do any kind of recording.
I saw a meme today, actually. Somebody wrote, it was cleverly written, but I forgot what it was, but it was to the effect of, it took a global pandemic for me to realize that I was an introvert because nothing's changed in my life. Or something like that. And I kind of feel like we've sort of experienced that just by default because we're not touring. Although we were supposed to have festival dates and the Incubus tour just canceled too, so that sucks not to have that. But aside from that, this is all we were doing anyway, so it kind of just feels like normal for us.
Yeah, I can't imagine, like, when I put out a podcast or something every week and I talk to, like yesterday I had Taylor Momsen on, I put it out there and I let people hear it, and it's kind of like my own personal way of sharing myself with everybody. You guys are going to be, writing, possibly recording some new music and stuff, and you're going to be putting it out there, but you can't share it with them in a personal level when you play it live on stage, at least not in the near future, right?
Right.
So how's that, to talk about that, like that dichotomy.
You know what? It sucks.
Yeah.
But it's the way it is.
Right.
I think what we are planning on doing, I hope that we get to do, is doing a lot of like we call it the hideout, and we used to make these videos all the time, like before the band even was able to go on tour, because nobody knew who we were. We just used to make these live video versions of our songs. And that was kind of like the first thing that people started to notice. That was like the roots of our band. And I think we're all kind of excited at the idea to go back to doing that. Maybe doing a couple songs off Okay, I'm Sick that we never played live, and then start working on like the new record stuff as well.
Yeah, that's cool because we do this thing here at the radio station now every day at 5 o'clock, and yesterday we had a live version of you guys doing the Jester from the John Barbados store. So every day it's called Live in Your Living Room. Like a lot of radio stations are doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah. So have you guys talked to or seen John Barbados recently, or?
I haven't seen John. When did we last see John? He wasn't in Nashville when we were there.
It was probably in New York right before we went to Europe.
Okay.
Yeah, so a while ago.
Yeah, so people that are watching may or may not know, but John Barbados is like, I don't know, he's like a fashion icon in the rock industry, especially, and he owns your guys' record label, is that correct?
He's a partner.
Partner, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his store here in Detroit is pretty cool. I know he's got ones all around the world as well. So
yeah, and if you go in on the TVs, you'll see our ugly mugs, like
True.
playing out this cool little fashion video thing that we got to do for him. I think it's still playing.
Well, is the store open?
Well, the store's not open.
Yeah, I don't know if the store is open. That's right. You know,
when it opens up again, you can. I'm sure that it's still running on the TVs there.
Yeah, that store you guys played at here in Detroit. I don't know if I told you guys about this or you heard about it, but Alice Cooper played on that stage when the store opened up.
Really?
Yeah, and it was
that doesn't surprise me at all.
No, not at all. With John, of course, he has all these connections, but it was really cool because it was like an invite-only thing, and like Justin Verlander was there with his wife, the supermodel and stuff, and like Michael Bolton was there, and like all these crazy people. So it was really cool. But to see that, so what kind of stuff have you guys been doing during the quarantine outside of music?
Literally nothing outside of music. That's it. It's kind of sad. It's like music and Twitter for me. There's like I'm working on music. I'm doing stuff. I'm like, I'm gonna make a TikTok video. I'm gonna write some dumb tweets. I'm gonna get back to music. I'm gonna sleep when I'm dead, and that's what I do.
Can you tell us about any of the songs that you've written?
I can tell you that for me, and I'm speaking for me. You can have your own opinion. When we were working on OK, I'm Sick, I was nervous the entire time that nobody would get it or like it or understand it, and it was just going to totally flop, and it was like the beginning of the end for our band. With this record, I actually feel really confident about these songs, and I've never really felt like that before. Like, I'm excited for people to hear them. I'm excited to hear what they have to say. That's new. That's like a foreign feeling for me. So I think in my head, that means I think the songs are better.
I was going to say, where do you think that confidence comes from? Do you think it's because of the added few years of experience since that record came out?
Definitely having a successful record helped, but I'm not really thinking about that. I don't know. I'm truly remembering just that feeling of like, even a song like Ghost, which was huge, thinking this isn't people aren't going to like it, or they're going to think that it's like, they're going to take it the wrong way. They're going to think it's not okay to be playing on it, like whatever. I thought all these things, and this record has a lot of like really edgy moments, and we talk about sensitive stuff just like on the last one. But I feel really confident about it. I do feel good about it.
Yeah, the last 2 years touring OK, I'm Sick kind of let us learn our fans more, get to know them better. And now that the songs we have, there's like no question that it's going to be well received. And they're going to get it. Like we went as soon as they were, and when we put out OK, I'm Sick.
I think at least the immediate fan base, like the core, which is grown, really, it's like a substantial core of people now. I think they're really going to like it. I hope that it extends beyond that, and we get as massive as possible. But either way, we're not really making it for anybody but ourselves anyway, so I don't care.
Right? Yeah. At the end of the day, that's probably it.
Yeah. If people don't like it, it's gonna hurt my soul and his soul. It's gonna be really, really painful, and then also, our careers will not be very good anymore.
Yeah, right. It might suffer a little bit, but
at the same time, we're not gonna like change the style of writing, just to like satisfy and please people. That's just not what we do. So it's just gonna be Badflower always.
No, one of the things I really like about you guys is you guys are just a raw rock band. And it's like nowadays it seems like a little bit of that is starting to come back, especially over the last 5 years with just these raw rock bands like the Dirty Honeys and the Greta Van Fleets and you guys and stuff like that.
I don't think we're going to be in that category anymore, unfortunately.
No? Why not?
I didn't really feel like we were in that category with the last record. I think our first EP definitely was. Like, it was that like garage band sort of thing. No, we we like all different kinds of music. Like, we're not like rock heads. We like rock music.
Right.
But we also like hip hop music, and we like pop, and we like indie stuff, and we just like so many different styles. And I think I finally feel like we all feel free to be able to just do whatever we want. And the record label believes in it, and the management believes in it, and I think our, like I said, our core fan base is gonna love it because they get us. They're not like these purist rock heads, you know. They might love rock music, but they're not like purist about it, you know. Elitist or whatever. I don't know. I don't even know how to describe those types of people. But there is a type of person who like, oh, you recorded this on Pro Tools? I only listen to shit that was recorded analog. I only listen to vinyl. It sounds like, fuck you. Come on, man. It's all digital one way or another.
Yeah, no doubt. It's like I got.
That's how I feel. If you're one of those guys, I'm sorry if I offended you.
No, not at all. But I got your latest record on vinyl. I mean, that's how I like to listen to it. You know?
No, that's awesome, and we saw the vinyl, and vinyls are cool. But I hope that everybody knows when you're listening to a modern vinyl, it was recorded in digital, and then turned into analog afterwards. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't record to tape. So you're not hearing an actual analog thing. And I think a lot of people don't realize that, and I don't know.
I think
the sound of a vinyl, even a digital recording from a vinyl, is just a special thing.
Yeah.
It's special to be able to play it that way. Especially for people like us who didn't really grow up with that. Like, it's cool. It's really cool.
And it's cool, like, the act of it. Putting it on.
It feels good. It's heavy. The picture's all big. Like,
you feel more invested.
Yeah.
In what you're listening to. You feel like you earned that listen.
Yeah, I'm not like a rock snob or anything like that. I like to put it on and walk away and hear it the way that the artist wanted it to be listened.
Right.
I don't want to hear a track here and a track there. I want to put it on and walk away. And plus,
well, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry, but I appreciate that that's what you do with our record. I don't do that with anyone's record. I'm like a singles guy. I'm like, I only like that song. I don't like any of the others.
Look, there's gonna be songs on every record that you don't like, but I like to hear the whole thing in its entirety. I don't want to watch a movie in 8 different parts. I want to watch it all the way through.
Right.
That's what I look at, you know. But when I say like a real rock band, there's 4 guys. You guys all play instruments, you know, and you guys are a real rock band, and that's how I look at it.
Totally, and we still are. Like, there's not a single song that's like that doesn't have a real drum kit on it. You know what I mean? Where, you know, like, that's always gonna, like, the fundamentals of what we do is always there. But there's more than just that. And I think the style of music and I don't know, we're just exploring different stuff. It's not like we're doing it just to be creative and just to be weird. We're doing it because it's what we really love, and we finally feel free to be able to do it. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the coolest part about what we've been doing so far. That said, there's going to be a lot of rock songs, like just fun, upbeat, sick rock songs on this album, more so than on the last one.
So how far into the process do you think you are?
Over halfway.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, well over halfway, I'd say.
Wow. And so the rock songs are going to be rockier? Or
yeah, the rock songs are rockier. The soft songs are even softer. It's just more extreme all around.
You know, I think I talked to you about this last time you guys were in town for Riff Fest last year, but you guys really do take that soft sound, I think, in a really cool direction. Personally,
thank you.
I think that's really cool what you guys do with that kind of stuff.
Being quiet that's our power. Yeah. All the other bands are like, let's see how loud we can get. We're like, let's see how quiet we can get.
That's funny you should say that.
And then right when you're done being quiet, as loud as you possibly can, and just watch people's reactions.
Right.
We are that way. It was funny. I was talking to Chris Lord-Alge. I don't know if you know him. He's a great mixer. He's like mixed every record you've ever heard ever. He mixes our stuff, and he was commenting on that too. He was like, well, I've like every song I've sent him so far, he's like, yep, it's another Badflower song. It goes from 0 to 100 to 0 to 100. It's very fun.
Hey, you got to keep people on their toes, right?
Sorry?
You got to keep people on their toes, man.
I just want to keep people feeling something and thinking. That's really what it's about. Personally, I like music that makes me think and makes me feel. I like everything, but we just don't do that like escapism. Put it on and it's just a background beat while you're driving. Like, we don't do that. We're making it, just like you said, where you put the record on and you listen to the whole thing. Like, we are making it to be for full attention to be paid to it. Like, that is the movie. It's not the background, it is the movie kind of thing.
Yeah, I thought the last record was really really well done. I know you've probably answered this question a billion times, but I told my wife I was going to be talking to you guys, and my wife isn't into business, and she's not like musically inclined, doesn't play an instrument or anything like that. But she goes, "Oh yeah, they sing that song, the Ghost." I wonder what his mom thinks about that. And I'm sure you've heard this question before, right?
I don't think anybody's ever asked me that. No.
Really?
Yeah. Sorry.
Or are you just saying that?
No, I know. True. I don't think anybody's asked me that question.
So what does she think?
She was very upset because she knew like my mom knows my situation. She knew that I was struggling with all kinds of stuff, but she didn't know it was that bad. And that was basically like my way of sharing that with a lot of different people. Like, yeah, it got this bad. It's not that bad anymore, but I wrote the song about a point when it was that bad, and that made her very, very sad. And obviously there's that line that's specifically about her.
Right.
Yeah, she's very emotional about it. And you know what? And it gets worse. It gets worse in the next record. There's like there's more family stuff that like my parents haven't heard yet, and they're gonna have to hear, and I'm gonna have that conversation. That's probably the hardest thing about writing songs. So people often ask like, oh, is it hard just like pouring your soul out there for people? No, not for people. For my family, it sucks. Like for my friends, when you're saying something really, really deep about yourself that maybe you don't really share with a lot of people. Now I have to tell my friends that. Like I'll tell a stranger anything, but it's different, I think.
So this record, I mean, like every record is personal, and it's back at it again. More personal stuff coming out in this next album than you're saying. Very much so. Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe you never had that question before. I thought in all the interviews you did, I said to my wife, I see he's probably heard that a million times.
No. I mean, we never really had to talk about it either. Like, we never had, like, a big sit-down chat. It was, like, a brief, I don't know, I think she was trying to be sensitive with me and not to, like, pry. She's probably watching this live stream right now. I haven't been reading the comments, but she's usually watching the streams and, like, commenting. And stuff.
I just saw my parents are on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, your parents are on?
I just saw their thing.
Oh, that's cool. Maybe that's their first going up there, right there. Hey, do you think with with depression or what you're going through and stuff, do you think success in the band has helped that?
No, I mean, yes and no. Success in the band, it kind of just added more pressure, at least in the beginning, because it felt like it's like we built this whole thing, and now I don't want it to tip. It's like keep putting Jenga pieces on top, and it's just getting more and more fragile, and we're afraid that it's going to fall down. When you're starting out, you're like, I got nothing to lose, kind of thing. Right. So it adds a lot of pressure, and that can induce anxiety and depression and all that. But I think the fact that we had success mostly from Ghost, at least in the beginning, was like made it so much better, because we had success not as being this badass rock band who's just badass and cool, but we had success being a band that talked about their shit. Like really, really bluntly and directly. And I'm like, well, now I don't ever have to hide any version of myself from people. Like I put it all out there, and I can continue to do that. And that is like the most freeing thing.
This is for both of you guys. Do you guys ever wake up in the morning and go, it could all end today? Like, you know, the band or whatever. I mean, does success scare you in a way?
All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even me.
Thanks for reminding us.
I feel that way too. It's like, okay, you know, is this a dream? Are they going to pull the rug out from underneath me? Who knows? Yeah.
Well, I mean, this COVID-19 situation happened, and that's like a lot of bands are feeling that right now. They're like, this could be it. You know, if we can't sustain ourselves financially, we have to do something else.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have one bad year as a band, like financially, it could really, really mess you up.
Yeah, Lizzie Hale was talking about that the other day. You know, that I think she said something along the lines of some of the bands you like, they might not be around anymore, that's tough to say. It's true.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a grind as it is. I think people know nowadays that bands don't make a ton of money, which I think is a good thing. I don't think there's any reason for bands to be billionaires and for artists to be like, you know, like Elvis Presley wealthy. You know, that's not really a thing anymore. I mean, there are the few. There's like the massive artists, but I think we get paid appropriately because we have the coolest jobs in the world. But that said, we're not very good at saving, and I'm speaking for all artists and bands just in general. We don't save money.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't think there's a single artist or band that would disagree with me. We're like, we buy gear, we like to spend it when we have it, and then something like this comes up, and we also we have our whole lives booked like a year and a half, sometimes 2 years in advance. We'll have the entire tour schedule for the next 2 years, and that was our situation, and then everything was cut off. I'm like, all right, well now.
Yeah, that's the thing people don't realize too, that your lives are kind of cyclical. You know,
yeah.
You guys are pretty much on the beginning of your career, but a lot of these bands, as they go through, they record, they tour, and now this has all been thrown into chaos.
Mm. Yeah, but there's going to be some really amazing music, and I feel honored to be among one of the bands that's going to have an album that was made in quarantine time, because I feel like it's almost going to be its own little genre of music. Yeah. All of these bands are stuck at home writing songs, and there's going to be just like a flood of albums that are released, and all of them were written at this time. I could see the wiki page now. It's going to be a whole thing. I'm telling you. And I think that's really cool. I think it's cool that we're a part of that. So there's looking on the bright side. That's a full-on glass half full situation.
Yeah, I think I was telling somebody that I was interviewing recently, in 9 months there's going to be great music and possibly a lot more children running around. So we'll see what happens.
A lot of children. It's the next boomers.
That's right.
This is the next boom.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys, I'll wrap it up with you. Thanks so much for the time, man. This has been awesome, and I can't wait to hear the new stuff. Like I said, Okay, I'm Sick is a really quality record, and it's really cool to see you guys. I think you guys were here, well, not only for Riff Fest, but then you guys opened up just a few shows for Tool, right? Or were you on that whole
A Perfect Circle?
A Perfect Circle. I'm sorry, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that was you guys, I think, that did that.
Right. That was only one show, right?
One show with you in Detroit, and then I think we had another one somewhere else.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, was that cool? I mean, did you get to talk to any of those guys?
Super cool. Yeah, and we did talk to them. Yeah, I made friends with the drummer, and we still talk every now and again because we have a lot of mutual friends, like with our management and a bunch of other bands he's played in.
And also their head of security. Their
head of security became like a good friend of ours now too. Oh. Yeah, like Maynard's security. Which was weird because when we first met him, he wasn't mean. He just was like quite stern, which I guess is his job. He was quite stern. Right. He was like, if you see Maynard, don't talk to him. Like, don't fan out. Don't be weird. And I'm like, all right, whatever. We never even saw him. But the security guard, we see around all the time, and he's sick. He's cool.
Hey, real fast, I just saw somebody post about the Machine Shop. I wore this shirt on purpose just for you guys. I think you guys played 2 nights there not that long ago.
We played one. We should have played 2 because it was our fastest selling out show of our careers.
Oh, I thought it was 2.
So it sold out in like 10, 15 minutes or something like that. It was like really fast.
Yeah.
And they asked us to do a second, but then we would have missed Christmas, I think was the thing.
Oh, okay.
And I personally don't care, but we have people with families that need to go and do that.
There you go. I had to write a song about that to your parents again. So, but hey guys, thanks so much for the time, and stay safe out there. And we'll see you guys next time you come back through Detroit. Okay?
Sounds good.
Yes. Love you guys.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
Yeah, you too. Bye.